Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is Amanda with Tap Mama and the Baby Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday night. No, Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday. Goodness. So tired I'm losing track of days. It is October 11th. Oh, goodness. It is the anniversary of my marriage with Johnny's father from 1996. Oh, that's a long time ago, y'all. That's a long time ago. It's also one of my new friends, Leah's birthday. So if y'all would please join me in the comments and wish Leah a happy, very happy birthday. And I believe she is joining us in the 50s club. So if y'all would please wish Leah a very happy birthday, that would mean a lot to her and me as well. She's very sweet. She is the most recent buyer of the last sweater I made. And we became friends as a result of that. So she's a very sweet person. And she could use the happy birthday wishes, as we all need that when we have a milestone birthday. So anyway, I'm going to tell y'all what I've been up to all day. And I took a shower late, so then my shower made me sleepy. So if I seem a little groggy, it's because, well, sometimes when I take those late evening showers like I did, it makes me sleepy. And so I'm a little sleepy at the moment. Been watching Law and Order SVU. I started watching with season 1, because all 24 seasons that have been released are on Hulu. And so I said, well, I really enjoy that series, so I figured I'd start, watching it from season 1. And so I think I'm on season 2 already. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm watching it, Law and Order SVU. I did watch a few YouTube videos today, but not many. I just, for some reason, decided that I wanted to watch that instead of YouTube. Go figure. But I did make a few things today. The kids that I babysat last Saturday night, the oldest one, Taylor, had mentioned, he saw the little granny squares that I was making for my cardigan, and he just thought the granny squares were just the cutest little things. And he said, how about a red granny square keychain? Can you do that? And then I remembered, as he said that I had just been through my boxes of hooks, and that I had came across a little keychain ring, the little ring that you use to put your keys on, and I said, I just ran across one of those, and I bet that would, I bet I could make that happen. So I didn't promise him anything, but today I finally remembered and sat down with some red yarn, and I decided to use a very small small for me, a 4mm hook, and some 4-weight red yarn. Red is his favorite color, and I made a very tiny, well, for me, a tiny little granny square, 2 round granny square, and then I put this little ring through that corner there. And so, voila, granny square keychain. So when I next get to visit with the boys, I will take Taylor this keychain. I'll have to figure out something else to take for the other two. I don't know yet what that will be, but I may have to try to hunt up some more of these little keychain rings and make them, some too, because even though they're a few years apart in age, they're going to get jealous. That's just how it goes. I mean, my boys are 6.5 years apart, and they get jealous of each other still. So, or they did. They don't now that they're grown as much, but when they were younger, what I got for one, I always had to get for the other. So, just to make sure that everybody knew that they were well loved and that it was equal. So, I'm sure I will have to find something equal to give the other two, even though they probably don't they're not probably not key holders to the house just yet. At 6 years old, they're probably not key holders. But the oldest one, I'm sure, is a key holder. But this would go to Taylor. And then I know a lot of y'all are new, so y'all may not have seen the blanket that I had started for my oldest son that would have been for his birthday. But it was, you know, going to take a long time, and so I just decided to push it to his for his Christmas present. And then I got him some clothes and some other items for his birthday. And his birthday was in September, and he turned 31. My oldest son will. And so I decided to do his blanket for his Christmas instead. And so I had started it in the Prairie Stitch, which is a tutorial by Bag O' Day. And that was going to take a long time. And it's a simple stitch, but it's that back and forth business. And I changed like 170. And so, needless to say, it was going to take a really long time. And then in recent weeks, I've learned how to do corner to corner. Well, corner to corner is much quicker than back and forth and back and forth. And I really enjoy corner to corner. Really enjoy it. It's just boop-a-doo. And, you know, I just like it. I like how it comes together. And, it's almost mindless, basically. Once it clicks in your head, you're like, okay, let's go. And so I'm working on Johnny's that I showed y'all last night. Well, after frogging that other blanket and balling up all the yarn for wheels, I started this one. I started this one today. I know it's quick. It's quick. It works up really quick. And so, this is Premier Basic. Oh, goodness, where is that yarn? Here's some of it. Oh, and I knocked down some of my little paper balls. This color here is Juniper. This is Juniper. I'll put that back when I get done here. So this is Juniper. And this is Two Pines in the Line Brand Anti-Pilling Basic Stitch. And then this is Cream in Premier Basics. So all 4-weight yarn. I'm using a 6mm hook. And so this is how far I've gotten. Oh, goodness. See? Pretty far so far. But I bought all these, all the balls up when I frogged it and just balled them all up. And so I'm just going and using all the balls up and then striping it that way, changing colors as I go, and until each little ball can go as far as it'll go. And then I change accordingly, striping it as I had it striped on the other blanket. But this is the color. This is the basic, color combo that I had chosen, and he likes this color combo. So this will be a fairly large blanket because I want it to be something he can have on his bed. And both of my boys like green. Go figure. And so I had already had this blanket in the works when I had started Johnny's blanket. And Johnny, I just, when I went to do the tutorial for corner to corner, I just came in here and grabbed a skein of yarn. And I grabbed some puzzle yarn because puzzle works up so beautifully. You don't have to do any color changes to it whatsoever. It just changes on its own. It has beautiful transitions throughout the yarn. And so I just grabbed a skein of puzzle. And as I was working it up, Johnny was like, "Ooh, that's mine, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, baby, that's yours." So I got 4 skeins of it. Is that another one? No, that's something else. Oh, I hope I'm hoping this is enough. I can always get some more if I need it, but this is the other 3 skeins of that yarn that I'm working up with Johnny's. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, M-A-Z-E, maize. is the colorway on that one. And those are the other 3 skeins I have to work up on Johnny's. So his won't be as big as Will's, but it'll be a nice throw blanket. Unless I order some more of that color. But his blankets, that yarn is a 5 weight. This yarn I'm using for Will's is a 4 weight yarn. So Johnny's will work up a little bit bigger because it's a little bit of a thicker yarn. Even though Puzzle is basically just a thick 4 weight. It's classified as a 5, but, excuse me. But, it's, essentially a thick 4 weight. But it'll probably just be a throw blanket unless I buy some more of that color. Or if I, throw in, I have other puzzle yarn back there. If I throw in a different color with it, I can always, work in another color, with it. If he's okay with that, I can work in, some other colors I got back there. But I hate to, because that green color is just so pretty, but I can, work in some yarn I already have instead of buying more of that color. But we'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I'll work half of it in the maze and half of it in another color. He's not a picky young man, so I can always do that. I do have it in other colors, so maybe he'll like it, maybe he won't, I don't know. We'll just wait and see. But and I did start another project. This one comes as no surprise to y'all, but I can't seem to have a week where I don't have a project on my hook with this yarn. And also I wanted to go ahead, because I do have plans. I had already had plans to make Marsha a Christmas / birthday present out of this yarn. And her birthday is at the first part of December. And then, of course, there's Christmas. But I had already planned to send her something for Christmas and make her something in it, and send her something, and make her something as well. And she's been struggling with the whole trying to make herself a hexagon cardigan. And excuse me. And she's about the same size as Eva. And so when I was at Eva's Monday, I had Eva try on my cardigan. Of course, it swallowed her whole. Just about. It was pretty big on her, because Eva's quite a bit smaller. She's only 4'11". And but the length was just right on her, because she's quite a bit shorter than me. And the sleeve length was longer. And but I wanted to kind of see, and of course she could wrap the front of it like that, because I made the back of mine, I added width to the back of mine to make it wider for me. When I make Eva's, I won't need to do all that, because she's not as big as me. And I don't plan on being this big that long, because in less than a month I'm having weight loss surgery. And so my size will go down, and therefore my cardigan that now only comes, it doesn't come all the way around me up front, but once I lose some more belly, it will eventually come all the way around me. So that's why I didn't add any more, rows to the front lapels, because I knew that, at some point that my belly would go down, and I would lose some weight, and that, my cardigan will fit better 6 months from now. So, or even 3 months from now, it'll fit better. So I had to figure, why go through all that trouble, and then, a few months from now, it'll end up being too big if I continue to add to it. So I just figured I would make it a wee bit smaller than, necessary. But say all that to say that I'm making Marsha a cardigan, because, well, I love her very much, and she made me all these beautiful, loving things with her hands, and I want her to stop struggling trying to make her own cardigan. And her favorite color is cobalt blue, I don't have the Colorama in blue, but I do have some, I do have this. This is cobalt blue in the Crafter's Secret yarn. So this will be the accent yarn. This will be the yarn I use for the, and I probably will do the granny squares down the back because I think that's really cool. And I'll do the collar, trim around the collar. I'll probably do the front post, back post around on the lapels and around the bottom. And I'll do some stuff with the sleeves. But the thing that has been the defeating thing for Marcia is how to get the sleeves right, because she didn't want big old puffy sleeves, because she's not a big person, so she didn't want big old puffy sleeves. So what I decided to try is to not chain between clusters with this hexagon cardigan. So I'm, typically I like to do that because that's how I get my rhythm. Three doubles, chain, 3 doubles, chain, and I can really get some good rhythm going that way. So it's kind of messed with my rhythm a little bit to not do that chain in between, but it'll be worth it. But I've gotten started so far. But I think I got 4 of these. It's only going to take 2 because I also have some scrap yarn in this. And then I have one of the Ogos. I have some Ogos in this same color. This is the Skylight Frost. So this will pair up very nicely with this. Very nicely. And, yeah, I'll be doing her a nice cardigan for her Christmas and birthday. And so for Christmas and birthday, she will have a beautiful cardigan to wear. And I might send it to her next month sometime so she'll have it, because it's starting to get really cold in Michigan. So I want her to be warmer sooner. And so that's what's been going on with the crochet business. I also did get another birthday card from Judy in Michigan. And she's in Three Oaks, Michigan. And so I'll show you this beautiful card that she sent me. Isn't that pretty? Happy birthday. Lots of flowers. Now, I'm allergic to flowers. But not these kind of flowers on cards. And it says, have a great birthday. And it just has more flowers on the inside. Wishing you a beautiful day filled with all the things that bring you joy. Love, your yarny friend, Judy from Michigan. So thank you so much, Judy. I really appreciate that. Beautiful card. And I have a chest of drawers right over there that I put all my cards in. It has a few clothing items in it, but mainly it has cards in it that I keep from you guys. The chest of drawers used to be my grandmother's, and so I won't never get rid of it because it's not like a very high-end kind of chest of drawers. It's really, not, it's more of on the cheap side, but it belonged to my grandmother, and so I can't part with it. So everywhere I go, everywhere I've moved, it goes with me, because my mother gave it to me so that I would have something that my grandmother had. And so, yeah, I hang on to it because it was hers. And so my record player that my boys got me a couple of years ago for Christmas sits on top with my vinyl records. I do have, that's why vinyl records are on my wish list on Amazon, because I have a vinyl record player. And so from time to time when I get a wild hair, I'll go over there and put one of my records on to play. I have some Garth Brooks stuff over there, and some Commodores, and Herb Alpert. My grandfather's favorite band was Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. And so I have some of those albums, a couple of their albums over there. I know they're really old school, like 60s kind of music, but it's beautiful music. It's just wonderful music. I love their jazz. It's beautiful jazz music. And so, yeah, I like a lot of different stuff. But when I listen to the vinyls, it's really special. And so, yeah. I'm just so proud to have my little vinyl player that when I get a wild hair, I can go over there and play my vinyl records. And then my boy loved me so much that he tracked down a vinyl record player that he could afford at the time. It was from a lady that was no longer going to be playing them, and had this record player that was in really good shape. And so I cherish it very much. And so, yep, that's what sits on top of my little chest of drawers over there. But I'm going to probably move it over here to the foot of my bed and then do some moving around to try to make this room make sense, a little more sense. But that's about what I have for y'all tonight. I just worked on a lot of different projects crochet-wise. Got Will's new blanket started. I think it will go a lot quicker than the old pattern I was working on. I like the progress so far. I'm already three color changes in one day. So that right there tells me that it'll go a lot quicker. And I really enjoy that stitch very much. The corner to corner, I enjoy it very much. I really like the progress I'm making on both blankets. And of course I did this within like 30 minutes. And I only stopped because my arm was hurting me from all the other crocheting that I've done today. So I had to stop because my arm was like screaming at me going, why? But I got the little keychain done. And I had to dig out scrap yarn to find this little red scrap ball of yarn, acrylic I had. I had a scrap ball of red acrylic and a scrap ball of red cotton. And so I did it in acrylic because I felt like it could hold up better. But I think he will like this. And I just got to figure out what I'm going to do for the little ones, the 6-year-olds, before I hand this to him. I want to make sure I have something to hand to them too. I may go find them a Pez dispenser or something like that, so that they have something to play with as well as, Big Brother, and that they don't feel left out in any way, because I don't want that at all. I know I don't like to feel left out when people start handing out gifts. Like, wait a minute, you forgot me. Strawberry water, of course. But anyhow, that's about all I got for y'all tonight. I'm probably going to go to bed early because I'm really sleepy. But I did find out I have a doctor's appointment. I got a text message to confirm my doctor's appointment for this coming Monday. I knew I had one this month. I just didn't know when. I lost my appointment card. But they always send like a text, several days in advance to confirm your appointment. So I really wasn't all that worried. But I was glad to get the text today and tell me when my appointment was. So I got my appointment time, and it's always afternoon because, well, I'm an afternoon kind of girl. So I got my appointment for Monday, and so I know when that is, and I'm good to go. I'll ask him about these, even though I think that, honestly, I've narrowed down the whole dizzy situation down to the diet pills. I Googled the diet pill name last night, and the side effects, and one of the very first side effects it lists is dizziness. So there we have it. And I am historically very susceptible to side effects. So I think that's the culprit. I think that's my culprit right there, is the diet pills. So I'm just going to stop taking them altogether. And for several, for at least the rest of this week, probably for good, I probably won't take them again because I just can't keep battling dizziness. But I think the I really don't see. I can control my eating urges without it. I've been able to control the hunger, in my eating habits without the diet medicine. So there's really no reason to keep taking it. The only reason why I was really taking it is because it gives me some energy. So I'll just keep taking vitamins for that and try to get more sleep so that I am more energetic. And that's about all I can do until this surgery goes. And people keep asking me, are you excited for the surgery? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm just not excited. I dread it. Every day it gets closer. I dread it. Because I'm excited for the results of the surgery. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited for the results of the surgery. No one looks forward to going under anesthesia and having to go through the things that I'm about to endure to try to lose weight. No one gets excited about that. I'm sorry. I just can't, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you, oh yes, I'm excited about being put under an anesthesia and having a tube down my throat and then having to, go through all this rigorous and grueling process to lose weight. No, I'm not excited about that at all. What I'm excited about is losing the weight and having less weight down, load on my bones, causing me all the pain that I'm constantly in. That's what I'm excited about. The weight loss itself that will, inevitably relieve a lot of the physical pain that I currently experience. That's the part that I look forward to. Not the surgery, not what follows behind the surgery, but the results of the surgery. The stuff that happens after I recover and I start to really experience the weight loss. That's the part I look forward to, where I can, start feeling better, and not live in constant agony when I get up and down. If I sit too long and my legs are, all crampy when I get up and start moving around, that sort of thing, and being able to stand and walk for more than 10 minutes without being in pain, that would be wonderful. And so if I lose this weight, those things will be, but easier on me. So that's the part that I look forward to. Not the whole surgery bit, not the whole, yeah. But I did give in and we did get stuff for spaghetti. So last night we had spaghetti for supper for the first time in 2.5 months. So yeah. I miss spaghetti. I had to have spaghetti. I know that's silly. People take things for granted. I don't take things for granted anymore. Spaghetti was quite a staple around here. And then when he told me I couldn't have pasta and I couldn't have bread or rice or potatoes, I had to cut all that stuff out. And so the boys' face when I told them that we were going to get stuff to make spaghetti was like, yay! And next week we're going to get stuff for tacos and have a day of tacos. So this week it was spaghetti. Next week we're going to have tacos. I'm just trying to have a last hurrah before I can't eat any of this stuff ever again. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, I'm not overdoing it. I'm doing it in moderation, but I'm just kind of bidding things goodbye, basically, before the surgery prevents me from having these things. So I'm just, having my little goodbyes with them. And that's, what else can you do? I just figured that's what I'd do, as the surgery date grows closer. And, but that I would do it responsibly and not overdo it. So that's what I'm doing. So anyhow, but I hope y'all are having a good night. And I hope Leah had a wonderful birthday. And much love to her. And she's now in our little 50s club. And but I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend's waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Bye.